34. New messages. To retrieve your messages, press 1.
I heard someone calling my name repeatedly, but it was a voice I couldn't recognize. I opened my eyes and looked around. I was on a hospital bed, circled by nurses. Mr. Johnson? Mr. Johnson, you finally woke up. I can see that the effects of the drugs are wearing off, and you're finally getting better now. We just have some more tests to run, and we can discharge you tomorrow, said the nurse. The hospital smell was almost insufferable, and all the loud noises were making me confused and agitated. I couldn't remember how I ended up in the hospital. I couldn't remember anything, really. The nurse looked at me with kindness and continued talking. Don't worry, your memory will slowly come back. You just have to go home and rest. A difficult time might come, but if you need psychological support, we're here to recommend you the best. Again, we're sorry for your loss, and we all hope that you'll be fine. All the needed tests were done, so I was discharged the day after. I was standing in front of a house, confused about everything around me. I didn't know whose house this was and why I was brought to it. I unlocked the door and entered the house. Everything I saw didn't remind me of anything specific, but I had a familiar feeling inside the house. The smell of it made me feel somehow safe. What is this place? And why do I feel like I know it? I thought while looking around. I started going through all the rooms and looking at all the photos that were hung on the walls. Fractured scenes kept coming into my mind, remembering slowly of the people I was seeing in the pictures were. I felt like my head was about to explode from all the images that were rolling inside my head. I was trying to put everything together so I could understand how the story went. The memories that I got back were not the best. I remembered my family, my wife Gloria, and my 2 children, Luke and Lucy. My relationship with Gloria was not the best lately. Our communication was almost completely gone, and the time we spent together was almost non-existent. I was a workaholic, and I didn't take much care of Gloria or the kids. Gloria was always tired and upset, worn by the family situation. We got into fights every time we got a chance because everything Gloria wanted for me was to at least try to take care of the family. On the other hand, I loved working as much as I could, and I considered that I was caring for the family. I have to admit, remembering all these things made me feel guilty. Seeing Gloria upset every day was never what I intended, but that's just how things always work between us. I didn't only have a bad relationship with my wife, but also with my son. Luke was a teenager, and he loved going out late at night and locking himself in his room. Luke didn't really listen to us. He liked being a rebel and only doing what he wanted. The problem is that I didn't really try to fix the relationship with my son, Gloria being the only one that was taking care of Luke's education. I was always around the house to make Gloria smile and forget about all the other things she didn't like. But where is everyone? I thought, looking at a family photo. As I was looking through the kitchen, I saw a half-drained coffee cup, and I remembered that I left that there before we went on our family trip. We decided that we should go on a vacation together, a family trip to solve our problems. The trip was better than everyone expected, because the relaxation and free time made us all more calm and ready to talk about what was wrong. Gloria and I got to work through our relationship problems, understand each other better, and we promised to always take time to discuss what bothered us. The fact that Gloria saw all of us happy in one place made her feel the happiest she had ever been. I had never seen her smile so much. Even Luke and I started a beautiful friendship, spending time together and talking about things any father and son talk about. It was the first time I felt the father-son connection, and I regretted every second in which I didn't talk to my son. Lucy was having the time of her life, playing with all kinds of different toys and always laughing. We were all happy to see her smile and have fun, and she made us feel good too, contaminating us with her positive energy. As I kept remembering things about the trip, I got a bad feeling. My heart started beating faster, and I felt my stomach turning, and different images started flowing through my mind. Unfortunately, our amazing trip took a bad turn on our way back home. I was driving, talking to Gloria, and the kids were sleeping in the back seat. The music was playing ambient. The kids were of the car crashing was the last thing I remembered before waking up in the hospital. The scene of the accident kept rolling in my head again and again, and I felt like crying on the floor, just now understanding what happened. The sadness and guilt started crawling straight inside my heart. My body was shaking, and I couldn't stop crying. I lost the family that I just got back, and we just started forming a real family again. And I ruined everything. All the time I spent in the office working and not spending time with my family was now my biggest regret. I just now understood why the nurse told me about the psychological help and why she told me that she felt sorry for my loss. I couldn't believe the memories that were flowing through my mind. For weeks after that, I still had hoped that it wasn't how I remembered, and everyone kept telling me that I remembered everything right. No matter how hard I tried, or how many times I visited the psychologist, depression still got me. Everyone was telling me that I should forgive myself, and that life goes on, but my thoughts were not even close to forgiveness. I wish I had never got my memory back.